gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Her decision to have an abortion, just like her decision to open her legs to allegedly the baby, was a selfish decision. A selfish decision, two selfish decisions. And then she is going to be on the back end asking a man to come follow that up. So she still wants a man, y'all, and her man better be 6 feet, make 6 figures, have a 8-inch dick, you know, be Wizard Kelly. She still wants a Wizard Kelly, and she's a fucking broken woman. You're broken. Your pussy's broken. Your decision making is broken. Everything about you is fucking broken. Everything. Your discernment, your connection with God, you didn't even pray on it, but you're a Christian. On one of the biggest decisions of your life, you didn't pray on it. You didn't consult counsel. You talked to your best friend, honey. I talked to my best friend, and she said, "Oh, schedule the appointment then. Schedule the appointment then, bitch." Fucking disgusting.
You need to make the appointment.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a no-brainer.
It
was a
wasn't
no-brainer for
pray
her.
on it.
Yeah.
I didn't pray about it. I didn't think. I was like,
You knew in your heart immediately.
It was an instant decision.
Mhm.
Wow.
Whether that was right or wrong,
It was
It was wrong.
your
Feel about it
decision.
now.
It was your decision.
at peace. I felt at peace after it happened.
Yeah.
I don't think about it, dream about it, have anxiety about it.
These women are straight up sociopaths. These women are, I mean, she doesn't give a fuck that she terminated her fetus. This is not an issue of, oh, well, women who are broke, they don't have the education. Who the fuck doesn't know how to have sex and put on a goddamn condom? The decision to have raw sex is a selfish decision because you value the pleasure of that small moment in time. You value the pleasure over being responsible. It's a selfish decision. So that's why I'm glad that Roe v. Wade was overturned. Because, yeah, if you are going to have abortion, the price don't went up. Pay $250, $350 to go, fly to California, the land of dead babies, fly to New York, the land of dead black babies, and go get that abortion. Yeah, the ticket just went up. You can still have that abortion, but it's going to be a little bit harder. And it should be. Okay? Because this shit is just fucking ridiculous.
But I knew in that moment, I was like,
make the appointment.
And I think that's
What's the closest? What's the closest clinic?
But that's so important because so many women are afraid to make the best decision for them because they're
the best decision for them. I told you the selfishness in these women. Bruh. This is who they want us to date. This is who they want us to marry. These are the women saying, oh, there's piss in the kiddie pool. I mean, there's piss in the dating pool. There's piss in the dating pool. Yeah, there's also fucking baby organs in the dating pool too. Have y'all thought about that? The lung, the heart, the liver. All those are floating in the damn dating pool. All of you bitches abortions, the bodies of your dead fetuses are floating in the motherfucking dating pool. It's making it hard to do my goddamn breaststroke. It's making it hard to do my damn backstroke. It's making it hard for me to open my goddamn eyes in the water. I can't even open up my eyes anymore in the goddamn dating pool. I need goggles. Let alone Watch me do a motherfucking cannonball in that bitch. Cannonball. Can't even do a damn cannonball in the dating pool because I'm scared that I'm going to come up with a goddamn arm and a leg. I jumped in the damn dating pool and I saw a floating baby head. But men are pissing in the dating pool. I would rather swim in piss than the organs and the ligaments of a dead fetus. Let's go.
They're afraid of what their parents might
Or what
say, what they're
anybody think,
taught, what
the church might
what the
say.
church might say. So it's
That's
important
how it
as a
was.
woman to. I think motherhood is so like I commend any mother that I know.
Commend.
Yeah, because it's such a huge life changing decision, especially for the woman. Like as a mother, yeah,
It's
like
always for the
my grandmother always.
It's always for the woman. See? And there you have it. That's the mindset. Oh, it's so hard on the woman to be a mother. You know what? It wouldn't be as hard if you chose the father wisely. That's literally it. Choose the father wisely, and then the difficulty of being a mother significantly drops. Significantly drops.
Instilled that like, yeah, you can be married, you can have a long-term relationship, but those are your kids. As a,
That's
just
You
be-
birthed them.
be perfect.
You heard it. Your kids, not our kids, your kids. So ask again. When these women say, this my baby, this my baby, this my son, this my daughter. But then men hold the so how does that make sense? This my kid, this my kid. But then we're supposed to hold the responsibility. We're supposed to hold majority of the responsibility when y'all won't even admit that it's our kid. But then when you say, well, you know, these women got to be more responsible when they're having kids. Oh, it take two to tango. Bitch don't even know how to fucking tango. It take two to tango. You don't even know how to tango. You don't. Oh, you know how to throw that ass back to a hood nigga. Yeah, I'm going to keep it a buck. Yes, we're going to keep it a buck because on this channel, I cover stories of femicide. Black men killing black women. And majority of the time, the brothers who do this have a rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt. They got a rap sheet than a nigga who just longer than a nigga who just went to Kroger and he used his Kroger Plus card. Got all these damn coupons on that bitch. They print that shit. It take 5 minutes for the damn receipt to come out the printer. So many damn coupons. They won't take a second. I actually have a software right now where you can literally, it's called Lula. You can literally put in somebody's driver's license, take a picture of their driver's license, put in their driver license number, and it gives them an overall score on their driving record. They won't take $20 to go do a background check on a nigga because what did the woman in the black say? What'd she say? Yeah, well, when I was at 19, I fucked a nigga who I didn't even know. When I guarantee she's a beautiful woman, in shape, hair is long, it's not fake. Beautiful woman. I 100% guarantee you that she had hundreds of niggas lined up who were good candidates, who were in her high school, who were in her college, who were in her social circle, who she friend zoned, who would have made wonderful fathers. Wonderful fathers. Wonderful fathers. So many. But guess who she decided to fuck? Pookie and Ray Ray.
Parents to take care of those children all on your own. So I think that's such a huge decision to make. And I don't think any woman should be shamed whether, no matter what the decision is.
Because let me tell you, laying down with the wrong person comes with a lifetime of consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so laying down with the wrong person comes with a lifetime of consequences. But you're also telling, oh, live your life, girl. Hot girl summer. You only live once. Which one is it?
Even that, you're not ready. Yeah.
Even that, I don't have a child, but I still have to live with that decision I made.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes up in conversation or even in my comedy, I'm like, that did happen.
We're dropping the StreamYard link now because it looks like people in the chat have something to say, but you don't have the balls to come up on the StreamYard. So come up on the StreamYard and tell me how I'm wrong. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not one of these motherfuckers who's going to talk behind the camera. I'm going to tell you about your damn self. Join the StreamYard link. Join it. Join it. Because I guarantee you're not going to come and refute the points. Let's talk about it, baby.
Yeah.
You know, but finish how.
But so
I want you to answer the question.
Yeah. So when we got to Atlanta, we first thing in the morning, we drove up to the clinic, and just that whole experience was just.
Now that, as bad as my memory is,
I remember every single minute of that day.
Wow.
Of that morning.
Your memory is
shot to hell. She has the worst memory, but I remember I remember pulling up. I remember the people in line.
Oh, Jesus.
The amount of people in line. The amount that, like, from the seconds that abortion clinic opened, it was packed in there. Do you hear me? Packed.
Jesus.
I remember looking at each of their faces. I watched who they were. I mean, I remember every single detail from that moment. So they bring Braylon to the back and they realized who she was. And they were like, let's make this private for you because we can't just have you out here like that, right? And she's crying, like filling out the paperwork.
No, before we even got to that point, I remember the words that came out of your mouth when we were.
I thought it was a no-brainer. I thought it didn't haunt her. I thought she didn't have dreams about it. Now she at the abortion clinic crying. See, this is the bullshit. This is the bullshit. Oh, well, it don't matter. So she's telling other women, it don't matter. I didn't even think about it. It was a no-brainer. But then 5 minutes later, I was at the abortion clinic. I'm filling out the paperwork, and I can't even focus. I'm filling out the paperwork, and I can't. Oh shit! I can't even focus. I can't do it. Which one is it? Do you give a fuck or not? Do you give a fuck or not? Because if you do, then we can say, okay, what are your options? Boom, bap, that. Here we go. But you don't give a fuck, so go ahead.
Walking up to the window, and I had a panic attack. And I grabbed you, and she grabbed my wrist. She said, not right now. You're fine.
Wow.
You're fine.
Yeah, she was like a movie. Yeah, it was.
She grabbed my wrist. She said, you're fine. Grab the pen. You're fine. You're fine.
Because it was her decision. And I didn't want to.
A lot of people talking in the chat. Nobody came up to the StreamYard link. It's pinned in the chat. A lot of motherfuckers talking in the chat. We got the poll results back too. Okay. A lot of people talking shit in the chat. Not coming up to the StreamYard link. Shout out to CA with the $9.99 super trap. He says, argument in favor of abortion is the same as the one for what? Oh, slavery. You're on my land, womb. I get to decide whether you're a person or not. Yes. This thinking leads to nothing but mass death. Absolutely. Do y'all want to go over the abortion numbers in New York City? Just in New York City, between black women, just black women.
Oh, say less.
Do we really want to go there? Because you're talking about, well, black people don't have a voice in this country. Yeah, because y'all killed all the fucking babies. You killed us all. And they didn't have to ask you. What did B. Simone say? It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to pray about it. You didn't even ask God if you could terminate his child. You didn't ask the Most High if you could terminate his child. What if Mary aborted Jesus, nigga? What if Mary aborted Jesus?
Even in that moment, when we got there, I didn't want her to do it. I did not want her to do that. I felt so bad.
Knew this. She never told me
I
this.
felt
Until
bad.
This moment,
like, it still makes me like kind of teary because it made me. I felt
that's
bad.
a great friend
for sure.
But
can we acknowledge that?
Yeah, that's
until this
that's
very moment,
friend.
I never knew that.
Wow. How her feelings
how
were.
she felt.
Put that completely
supporting.
aside.
Yeah.
She doesn't give a fuck. She just said it doesn't matter. I didn't ask nobody. It doesn't matter.
Just walk.
I never
cute.
knew that.
Wow.
I never knew that.
That's
I
amazing,
never knew
friend.
that.
Because so many times we try to put our own opinion of what we feel like is best for our friend, or oh no, friend, I got
What
your
we
back.
think, or what we would
It's not an opinion. You murdered your child. Live with that.
do. Or
Wow.
But
I
you
never
didn't
knew that.
express it.
I never knew that.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Like, wow. I never knew that until this moment.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we got there,
Crocodile tears.
I didn't agree with her. So, but that was her decision, and I didn't want to be responsible if she kept it, and regretted it, or had a hard time, or something.
Wow.
And two, because I have a child with special needs, and everybody.
See, it's another issue. She has a child with special needs. Shout out to all the special needs children. We know it's an issue. The man that she had a child with, she didn't know. She didn't know him. She didn't know his genetic history. She didn't know his genealogy. She didn't know if his family had mental illness. She didn't know if his family had any type of hereditary genetic dispositions.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
She just fucked him because he looked good. I'm trying to tell y'all, these women are completely irresponsible with the reproduction process. Something had to give. Something had to give. And what gave was Roe v. Wade. I'm telling you guys right now, you know, like I said, she's a beautiful woman. I would never fucking deal with her. And I'm not saying, oh, she would want to deal with me too. Like, oh, they gonna say, oh, well, you ain't the most attractive. Well, nobody want to deal with you. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you, men do not want to deal with this shit. Why do I have to, on the back end, bear the responsibility of a decision that you made, right, in the past? Cyrus Cherry puts $10 on Super Chat. Hey, Cyrus Cherry becoming a sponsor of the damn stream. He said, this is my last one. But honestly, the church began to crumble when they implemented new thought into it back in the 60s, taking Eastern philosophy and bending it to meet your needs and wants.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Where you at?
Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
So watch, she's talking about her kid with special needs. This is another argument that women come up with. Oh, well, what if the kid has special needs? Well, are you really going to know until that motherfucker comes out? Like, did you know before you gave birth that the kid has special needs? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. Okay. But let's just say that she didn't know. Now on the back end, it sounds like to me, even though, oh, I love my child, that's what she's going to say, the disclaimer. But I wish I would have considered it greater because now he's going to have to struggle throughout life and this, that, and the third. Look, bruh, that sucks. Whatever genetically it happens, the two didn't mix, but that doesn't mean that you dissolve your responsibility for having that child.
You don't know if that's going to happen or not. Yeah. You don't get pregnant and know if that's going to happen, especially with the type of disabilities my son has. We wouldn't have known until after he was there. And so I thought about that. I'm like, what if her kid or something's wrong? What if he has, you just never know. So anyway, we get to the back and I remember she was getting, filling out her paperwork and they were getting her prepped and she's standing they gave you a shot or something. They gave you something prepped.
Yeah.
And I was behind her.
I took medication.
You took medication.
When I was laying down?
No, I'm talking about when we were in that waiting room and I was sitting on the chair behind you. I was bawling the entire time.
I never knew.
And every time she turned around, I tried to like fix. I didn't want her to feel any guilt, anything. I was like, I want you to know that you're supported in this moment. So, but the whole time I was just so broken from it. So we go in the room to actually do the procedure. And
you were able to go in the room with her?
I went in there with her.
And I think they only let her in the room because of
who she was. They wouldn't have let me in the room prior, I don't think. But because of who she was, you know. And
so the clout enabled her to skip the line at the abortion clinic.
I hated how like sterile the situation was. It was very.
The StreamYard link is still out there. Dissenters, disagreeers, join the stream. This is your chance to have your voice heard. This is your chance to have your voice heard because a lot of keyboard warriors are in the chat. They're in the chat, but they don't want to come on the stream. Why? Because they know that it is wrong. They can't defend the point. They can't defend the point when you ask them, is abortion murder? And an even better question is, how long into the pregnancy before you can have an abortion? Most of these hoes are saying, oh, well, I mean, unless the child is, you know, birthed or viable on its own. Even after that, at one point, they were trying to enable women to have pregnancy or abortions after they give birth. After they give birth. So the women can't defend their points. All they can do is get on TikTok and talk to a fucking screen.
Like, all right, I'm your doctor, sit down, open up. And then you hear this loud machine. But she grabbed my hand.
I'm laying down.
She's laying down. I'm on this side of her.
I'm laying down. She was on the right of me. I had her hand.
She grabbed my hand. And as it started, I just started praying. And I closed my eyes and she said, look at me. She said, look at me.
It was so
She said, don't take your eyes off me. Just look at me.
They prayed. Guess which God they were praying to. Guess which God they were praying to. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you which God they were praying to. Okay? Oh, yeah. I am going to show you which God they were praying to. Okay? I'm going to show you exactly the God that they were praying to. This is the God that they were praying to. Their name is Baal. This is the God that they are praying to. I'm telling you guys, these women are saying they're Christian, but they're praying to the beast. They're praying to the beast. This is their God. This is who they praise. This is who they worship. This is who they get on knee for, bended knee. This is their God. This is who they were praying to. Because God was not hearing your prayers when you're in an abortion clinic about to terminate his child. This is their God. I want you to take a good look at it. This is their God. This is who they look up to. This is who they worship. Their doctrine is do what thy wilt. And then the child's organs, the infant's organs, go on the black market to the highest bidder. And they go into your vax. Don't forget about them going into, well, we need abortions because we still need vaccines. We need abortions because they help with vaccines. They use, this is their God, men. Do not Do not, under any circumstances, wife a woman who has had an abortion. I'm telling you that right the fuck now. I'm telling you that right now. As a matter of fact, I would like to look up the statistics for women who had abortions and the marriage rates. Okay? I might look that up in the background. How successful are marriages after the woman has had an abortion? I guarantee it's in the fucking potty. Or matter of fact, it's in that damn dating pool that they're talking about.
Please just look at me. She was like, we're okay. We're okay. She was consulting me in that moment. And I think the biggest lesson was for me was like, it's okay to face what you may have disagreed with. It's okay to face it head on. It's okay to look it in the eye and see it from a different angle. And even in tragedy, God is still beautiful. He's still working. And he's still working it out. And it was such a moment for me to not look away, I think.
God is still working. So she didn't look away. She watched as the doctor euthanized the fetus of her best friend's child. She watched. The Baphomet told her, do not take your eyes off of this blood sacrifice. Don't take your eyes off of the blood sacrifice, bitch. This is my time to shine. Do not take your eyes off of the blood sacrifice. Don't do it, bitch. Lord, you can't make this up. You can't make it up. Shout out to CA with the $4.99 super trap. He says, do these women know anesthesia is administered to the body as well during the procedure?
Oh, say less.
Okay? This is wild, y'all. This is crazy. The Baphomet ball mullet told her, don't take your eyes off of my blood sacrifice, bitch. The demons are out here speaking to these women, y'all. The demons are out here speaking to these women. These super demon gremlins are on demon time.
And it was such a moment for me to not look away, I think. Don't run from this. Look at it. Look at her.
This is what's happening.
Look at it. Look at it. Don't move your face. Look at it. The demon grabbed her by the head. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the blood. Yo! And they're still justifying it.
Look at her and just be there for her and just support her and just love her. It doesn't matter what you think, what's right or wrong, but look at it. Don't run from that. Don't run from this moment. I deal with so much internally that I like to just
brush it off
or focus more on
compartmentalize it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like her telling me to look.
Compartmentalize the death of your child. I told you these hoes are sociopaths.
Look at her. I don't know. It was something about her telling me, look at me. Don't take your eyes off me. We're gonna be okay. Like her consulting me in that moment, and I didn't even know how badly I needed that. And it just opened me up to just a different way of looking at things. And we've never had this discussion, but that was a big moment for me. Like
I just learned something though. Like I realized, like as a friend, you got to be supportive regardless of what your own opinion is.
Wow. So as a friend, you have to be supportive regardless of your opinion. This is why the black community is in fucking shambles. This is why the Free My Nigga campaign has had more black women being murdered than any other campaign. Free my nigga, he ain't do shit. He go out of jail and kill his fucking girlfriend. Okay? Well, you got to be supportive of your friend no matter what they did. So if my friend went and did some gruesome shit. If my friend became a super gremlin on Demon Time, you got to be supportive of your friend. Friends come first. This is bullshit. This is why the community is at where it's at, because these women are leading, and you know, we have to put some accountability on the men. The men, I mean, a lot of the men who have some damn sense, we just walked away. Like me personally, I don't deal with this shit. I don't. Okay? You can call it whatever you want, but I don't deal with this shit. You can call it MGTOW, you can call it SYSBM, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. I'm not dealing with this shit because if I have a conversation with a woman who is justifying these immoral acts, I'm going to tell you about your fucking self. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to keep it a bean, a buck, a slab stack. I'm going to tell you. Yo, bitch, you just fucked the baby and now and you let him come in you and you about to have an abortion? Are you fucking crazy? Yo, shorty, you just fucked a nigga that you knew for 2 hours at 19? The fuck is wrong with you? Do you have any sense? Is this how your parents raised you? I'm going to tell you about yourself, and they don't like that. They don't like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Because that's
and I know
love.
I can literally think of a friend already that I've like, damn, I feel horrible because I wasn't supportive because you went against what I thought was best for you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And facing in any situation, what I just learned, facing the truth.
Yeah.
No matter what it is,
That
whether
was
you
the
agree
truth.
with it or not, whether whatever you have addiction, I don't have addiction. I'm a cheat. Whatever my problem is, this is the truth in this moment. This is happening.
Yeah.
It's the truth. The truth is I had an abortion. So face the truth, right or wrong.
Wow.
Walk in your truth, admit your truth. And if
Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this. So I do have a chart. It's not exactly what I was looking for. This is the abortion rate per 100 live births for women who are married and women who are unmarried. Overwhelmingly, unmarried women are getting abortions, okay, as you can see. There's a smaller percentage of married women who are getting abortions. Why? Why? Because usually when you're married and you have a child, it's because you planned it. It's because you planned it. And the irony of Planned Parenthood being called Planned Parenthood when they're terminating pregnancies when most of these hoes aren't fucking planning their parenthood. Okay? And this bitch just said, oh, she's proud of her abortion. Need I remind you what God they praise?
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.